Hey, Gabe, wanted to come and talk with you about our All In initiative as we are nearing the end of that campaign. I also wanted to give you an update on our property out on 16th Avenue. The first thing I want to do is to apologize and say this, that I have not done the best job at making sure that I've kept you informed about our 16th Avenue property. It has obviously, we've undergone a major transition in our church this year, but even with that in mind, I still have not done the job that I needed to do to keep you informed. And so one of my favorite speakers always says that it's always the right time to do what's right. And so I want to correct that, and part of that is coming to you today to kind of give you an update about where we are and where we're going and how we're going to get there. And so obviously All In, for those of you that are new, All In is an initiative that is not just about the property out on 16th Avenue, but really a ministry focus that really now in hindsight has set us up for where we are today, that we were going all in our opportunity to reach more. We were going all in with the impact that we were gonna have. And honestly, we were probably thinking just in Jones County, and the Lord had bigger plans for us, and we're grateful for that. So now in relation to our property out on 16th Avenue, it has been a tremendous blessing. We were setting ourselves up for our future, and God opened up a great door for us to purchase that. It took a year to actually close the deal, but now we are the owners of 6 acres with 28,000 square feet of building on those. And it's set up for our future in the church. And really, as we look at where we are today, our auditorium, we don't need a bigger auditorium, but all of our auxiliary spaces are really in need of an upgrade, where we really are. Our kids are packed, our little babies are packed, our rooms where we can have serve team or discover agape, even our students, all of our kind of auxiliary areas that support everything else really are in need. And that's why we wanted to look at our future and what that looked like. I want our children to have great classrooms. I want them to have outdoor space. I want our students and college students to have amazing spaces to meet in and program in, as well as our church. And so this is why that property was great for us. So what does that look like? Well, we had a 2-year initiative that we were looking to raise $700,000 to actually renovate that property out there, an additional $700,000, along with our annual budget of $1.1 million for 2 years. And so the whole goal was to do $1.8 million over a 2-year period. And so where are we today? We are at 42% of that goal, almost 800,000. But we're also 18 months in, and so really we're a little bit behind in where we really want it to be. We should probably be closer to 75%, and we're at 42. Now, with that being said, every bill has been paid, and you all have been incredibly faithful, and you're giving. We just are so grateful for that. But as we go forward at All In, we always say that we're going to move at the pace of our giving. And so that is really where we are. So when we're looking at when are we going to inherit or really fully occupy the property on 16th Avenue, the reality of it is that we can't build with what we don't have. And so those of you that have made commitments to All In, thank you for honoring those. Those of you that are maybe a little bit behind, as Hagen has mailed out or sent emails out with everyone's kind of status of where you are in your giving on that, I just thank you that you'll finish out this year strong as we want to close that gap and inherit that great property that we have for us. But it can't happen without our giving. And so I've never wanted to make you feel pressured or I just don't believe in manipulating. But in the same way, I also want to be very honest with you that we cannot do it without our giving. That there's no magic equation. It's the way that we've done it, that we've always been faithful to give, and God has been faithful to provide for us. And we're going to continue to do that, and we're going to trust His timing in that. But we have to do our part as well. For those that are new to the church and you've not had an opportunity to participate in the All-In initiative, then we want you to do that. There is information at the connection point that you can find out. You can make a 2-year commitment as well, or if you want to just do it for the rest of the year. But whatever you do really helps us as we move forward in finishing that project. Again, increasing our impact and our opportunity. It is all about our future. It is about our children. It is about who we are as a church and the impact that we can have in this city and beyond. Now listen, I know God is faithful and we want to continue to be good stewards of what the Lord has given us. And so I'm asking you now again, for those of you that have not been participating or not had the opportunity, we've not done a good job, or I've not done a good job in communicating that vision, I'm asking you to consider being a part of the All-In initiative, and any information you might need is available at Connection Point. We can get you and answer your questions as well. For those of you that committed, I'm asking you to fulfill your commitment, that even as the year may come to an end, we can still honor our commitment to All-In as we close that gap and want to position ourselves to inherit the great thing that God has given us. And then the next thing you can do is continue to pray. Pray for the provision that God has for us as we inherit that property. Our goal is we really want to do it without incurring any further debt. So I'm encouraging you that let's put our faith in line with what God has for us and believe as well as act and give as the Lord, as He prospers us, as we have extra, that we would give sacrificially so that this vision can become a reality and we can move into the next phase of what God has for us as a church. It is a privilege to continue to serve as the pastor of Agape Church. Our best days are still in front of us. And we are not going to manipulate, we're not going to strong arm you, but we're going to do better at communicating where we're at in this project. So our first goal is to frame up. It's $85,000. That's what we're looking to raise and what we're looking to have through our giving as we catch up. It's the next thing that we want to do is to get our entire facility framed out. The cost is $85,000, and we're going to keep giving you updates on that as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your giving. You all are history makers. You've been amazing in your generosity. We know there's more, that our best days are in front of us. I'm looking forward to walking this journey with you together.